watching KWQC TV, making a difference in the Quad Cities. Live from the Quad Cities, with Morgan Otier and Kyle Keel, this is Quad Cities Live.
Today on QCL, a Quad City area toy company that allows kids to have fun while unknowingly absorbing complex concepts. Plus, books and meows. A new cat lounge is open in Davenport. It's an opportunity to play with adoptable cats, find great books, or even get some work done. We're giving you a live look behind the scenes. And ring in the holiday season at more than 100 businesses during Deck the Downtowns. We'll get details on the holiday display challenge, ornament hunts, and all the special events planned through the new year. Thank you for joining us. I'm Morgan Otier. You're watching Quad Cities Live, and it is the season of celebrations. There's no better spot to gather for some holiday festivities than Johnny's Italian Steakhouse, and that's where we are starting off today with Sean Gehagen, who is joining us in the kitchen now. He is our chef today. Chef Sean, thanks for being here.
Oh, not a problem. Thanks for having me.
Yes. Okay, so what recipe are you going to be showing us
today? I'm going to show you guys the twist on Johnny's bucatini carbonara.
Wonderful. Okay, is this a popular menu item? Is this on the menu year-round?
It's a new item that we have.
Oh, wow.
It's a very good item.
Okay,
They've
great.
been trying to get us new items in, and this is one of the more popular ones.
Wonderful. Okay, so what are some of the different ingredients that are in this recipe? I see some bacon here.
We got our cream reduction, we got our grated Parmesan, then our pasteurized egg yolk.
Wonderful.
We take that and we emulsify it into a nice little cream.
Okay, that's what we have here.
Yep, and then we start with
Yeah, that's great.
Then we have our bucatini noodles. They're just like spaghetti, but they got a better texture.
Oh, okay.
Then we have our, usually it's guanciale, but we have prosciutto today.
Oh, okay, great.
All right, let me get this started. All right, then we fry down the meat. Then we take our chicken stock.
Oh, okay.
You want to put it in there in kind of a colder poop, making a mess.
No, you're fine.
Kind of a colder pan.
We got a kitchen here for a reason, right?
And you want to wait for it to heat up a little bit.
So when did you guys add this dish to the menu? You said it's been pretty recent?
About 3 months ago, we just put it out there.
Wow.
It's been gaining popularity.
I can imagine, yeah. You know, Johnny's really, it's known a big time for its steaks and its seafood,
steak, pasta,
but the pastas are incredible.
Oh, yeah, they've been getting more popular now that the cold season's coming around.
Yes, it's that comfort food feeling. Okay, so you put the noodles in there. What kind of noodles were they again?
Bucatini.
Okay.
They're just like spaghetti, but they have little holes in the end.
Okay.
Then once you hear the water start to sizzle, maybe a little bit more. And it's actually just chicken stock.
Okay.
And you want to add your cream in.
And that's what you made out of these ingredients here?
Yes, we emulsify those with a little black pepper. Then you want to constantly stir it, otherwise you get scrambled eggs.
Oh, really?
Yep, because the egg yolk in it, you want to mix it with the
that makes sense.
Chicken stock and the cheese. Just keep stirring until you start seeing a cream.
Well, and it's also not something that appears to even, take very long to prepare.
Oh, no.
Which is great when you guys are busy, which I'm assuming, this time of year, Johnny's has to be constantly slammed.
Yeah, lots of parties, lots of holiday parties from different businesses. People getting together for the holidays.
Families and things like that, yeah. Well, we want to talk a little bit about, some of the different promotions. So, a gift with a bonus. So, can you tell us a little bit about the Johnny's Bounce Back Card Program?
Yeah, we have a Bounce Back Card Program going on right now. You buy $100 in gift cards.
Okay.
And you get a $20 Bounce Back card that you can use at any Heart of America location.
Oh, wow. You can use it anywhere. Okay.
Yep.
And that's just something you can keep for yourself. So, let's say I go in and I buy a $100 gift card for a family member for Christmas. I get that $20 back?
Yep.
Wow,
you can spend that at any Heart of America location.
Okay.
And I just want to heat this up until it starts creaming.
Yeah, it is. It's thickening up. It smells really good in here. I know we say that all the time when we've got chefs in the kitchen, but no one can smell it. But
to about 165 degrees. I've been doing it for a while, so I can kind of eyeball it.
Oh, you've been a chef for a while?
I've been in the kitchen since I was 12, so about
oh my goodness,
23 years.
Amazing. Well, we're glad to have you here today.
Then once you see that you've got the cream, you want to pull it off.
Plate it up. Wow, it smells really good in here. Speaking of, we were talking about different parties and things like that. So is that, you at the Moline location, you guys have like separate rooms and things like that?
Yes, we have a curtain area for smaller parties. Then we have a boardroom, seat up to 50. Then we have the Metro next door. It can seat about, I think it was 100, they said.
Wow. So you can have a big party.
Oh, yeah.
For Christmas. Okay, so
then
what are you doing right now?
once we finish it off with some grated parm.
The best. Wow. Thank you so much.
Always got to use fresh.
You don't know, you've made some people here at the TV6 studio very happy by making this.
Oh, I know. I can hear them back there salivating. Then a little black pepper, freshly cracked.
Wow.
And there we go. Johnny's take on a bucatini carbonara.
What a perfect addition to the menu.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Chef, so much for coming in and making this for us today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. You did a wonderful job. Hey, on the screen right now are Johnny's. These are the holiday hours, so you can see Thanksgiving, Christmas Day, New Year's Day. Johnny's is going to be closed, but the restaurant is open on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve for all your plans. And of course, that's the address there in Moline and the phone number on your screen. You can also head to the website to learn any information you may want to know, including checking out the menu. Thank you so much, Chef, for coming in today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yes, we really appreciate it. Still to come on QCL, a look at what could be your child's next favorite toy. A closer look at Lux Blocks when the creators join us in studio. Next.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
There is a new spot in town to enjoy a good book or get some work done, and the best part is you can do that alongside a variety of adoptable cats. TV6's Kyle Dickens is joining us live now from Books and Meows in Davenport, and Kyle, doors opened earlier this month, actually.
Yeah, actually just last Friday, Morgan, and things are already kicking off. We've been here for a little bit, and a lot of people coming in and out and enjoying the books, but most importantly, enjoying the cats. Now, we're going to walk over here and show you there's a bunch of adoptable pets here, a lot of adoptable cats, and this is all from, they're coming from the Humane Society of Scott County, so if you see a cat on here, they're roaming around right now, and you could pet them. They're all very friendly cats, and this is a unique experience. There's nothing like this around here in the Quad Cities or really anywhere. You have to go down to Peoria is one of the closest spots. So all these cats up for adoption, and the best part is, as I mentioned, you could come and interact with those cats. I'm going to bring in Nicole, who's the owner here, and tell me a little bit about why you guys decided to do this. This is a fun experience.
So I have 3 cats at home already, and I can't save all the cats, but I'd love to. So I love that I get to help cats find homes and, help people that maybe can't have cats at home get to come and visit with cats. And so
that's an interesting, you don't think about that, right? That there's some people who might not be allowed to have animals at home.
Right.
And so this is a place where you can definitely interact with the cats. All the cats are real friendly too. That's the best part. Like this is Adidas,
this is Adidas,
right?
yeah.
You got anything to say? No? Okay. You're friendly, though. He's been purring, and Eric Maitland, Rupert needs a friend, I think. Here you go. So, yeah, this is, you just opened last Friday. How's things been since you guys opened?
good. People seem to be really excited to come and, love interacting with the cats, and the cats love it. So it's been great.
And that's the best part, right? The cats are enjoying it too. And we've got several people here right now patronizing the place too and looking at some of the cats. So you guys are conveniently located here. That's the big thing too, is it's easy to access here on the north side of Kimberly off of Bridge Street. So tell us about kind of a good place marker of where you are at right now.
We're right behind the Dow Ford. There's a Starbucks right on the corner, which is nice, so you can grab some coffee before you come on in.
Yeah, so it's easy to get to. And like I said, it's a fun experience for kids. That's the thing, too. We talked about some exciting stuff that might be happening tonight, or will be happening tonight, and that is a
birthday party. Yes. We're doing our first birthday party tonight, so we're excited about that.
Yeah, so that's exciting too, and so it gives the kids experience to come and play with the cats and that. So besides just the books and the cats, all it costs is a $10 donation, correct?
Correct. Yep.
So easy as that can be. And then these cats are available for adoption. So where do they have to go to, or could they come here and adopt the cat? How does that process work?
So people would just fill out the application through the Humane Society at the Humane Society. They'll get approved through the Humane Society, and then they can come and pick up the cat from here.
Awesome. Well, come check it out. In open, how long are you guys open till? What's your hours?
So we're kind of doing reservations right now. That way I can vary the hours some here, but mainly it will be Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 1 to 5, and then we'll be open at least one weekend day.
And what's a good way that people can reach out to you to put in a reservation?
It's all on our website, booksandmeows.org. Or is it just booksmeows.org? It's booksmeows.org.
There you go. Easy to remember, right? So awesome. Well, we're going to be here throughout the show, and we're going to be playing with some of these cats here and checking out the place. We'll be back with some more come later on in the show. Back to you.
Lower. Okay. All right, Kyle, thank you. Our next guest is introducing a locally made toy that is also a tool allowing kids to engage with the same engineering principles that are used by real-world builders. Really incredible. We're talking about Lux Blocks. Maybe you've seen them on the show before. The inventor is here, Mike Achera. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me, Morgan.
Absolutely. So you co-founded this company alongside your wife.
All right, alongside of her.
Oh my gosh. So we have all the most colorful, beautiful Lux blocks all over the table here today. When you guys created them, though, you had a very specific design in mind. Kind of give me some background on that.
Well, you know, we wanted to make a product for to start off with here in America.
Yeah.
When we live in Galesburg, where a lot of things used to be there, and they're not there anymore. So we wanted to make an American construction toy that incorporated some of the structural principles that aren't in a lot of toys.
Okay.
And so my wife and I both had fathers who were carpenters, so we wanted to make a toy that was about structure. So if you look at this flag, for instance, I'm going to break this flag, okay? So if I take this flag and go like this, I have a strip, right?
Yeah.
There's no structure to this fabric at all. But the minute I fold it, I have instant bridge.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so that's the structural principles they put into things like Elon's rockets, the grain silos down the road here. It's called corrugation. So it's the same plastic as Lego plastic, but now the kids are building with a thing they could wear as clothing, or they could, or a hat, or they can make things that move, like these Megaflexors here.
Incredible thing. Yeah, that's like this one here, right?
Yeah, that's the same one. Yep, these more. So I brought some of our most popular products. I also brought some of our newest products, like our dinosaurs. And we live in Galesburg, where there's a national Stearman flying, those biplanes.
Yes.
Well, the Stearman guys were giving us a
That's over
hard
here.
time. Like, why aren't you making our planes? So this year we launched our Stearman Flyers, and we added a Red Baron to go with them.
Oh my gosh, these look incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, so I remember when we were chatting with Heather last time, she used a term, she called it sneaky learning.
That's right.
I love that. Okay, so talk about the sneaky learning, because you use words like corrugation and things like that, which, you know.
They don't have to know those words. That's the thing. They're
Exactly.
building, and they just think it's natural to take a material like a plastic they usually think of as bricks, and now it's not acting like bricks anymore. It's acting like sheet metal, okay? Our wheels are also gears and pulleys, so they can roll them like our little mini cars here, but they can also make contraptions that are very mechanical. So the kids can be making all kinds of machines. They don't have to be engineers to make machines that do things that are actually pretty sophisticated. So we want to give those kids that access to sophistication just through play. That's sneaky learning.
Yeah, it is sneaky learning. It's very cool. And this seems to me like some of this looks so complicated, but it's stuff that they're figuring out on their own.
Yeah, and little kids in the 19th century saw this all the time, because in a workshop you'd have big pulleys on the ceiling, right? And kids just saw how it went from coal in a furnace to a steam engine to big pulleys in the ceiling to a sewing machine going. They saw, but now it's like electricity is like magic. Kids aren't seeing how work happens in the mechanical realm. We want to bring that back to kids so they can have the same kind of beautiful things kids had 100 years ago.
Yeah, it's really, really great. And you just kind of touched on it a little bit. You've introduced some different like themed products as well. So kind of go over that, because I know there's a lot of folks in the area that may already have like a tub or a tube of Lux blocks where they're just making whatever comes to mind. But like you said, you have the dinosaurs now. So how do they know how to create these? Is there some type of like a map or instructions?
Oh, everything comes in its own kit. That's like Lego that way. Like you could buy the dinosaur model. We have 3 different kinds of dinosaurs. We have Tyrannosaurus rexes, Triceratops, and Stegosauruses, all both in 2 different colors.
They're like a great size too.
Yeah, well, they're very playable, and they also have moving parts. So the kids can make little animations with them if they want to. They're very expressive. So we wanted to make everything we make is usually very has articulation.
Yeah.
And the Stearman Flyers are little airplanes they could have. I put them on little mounts so you can see them better, so like they're flying. But the kids can play with those too. And you know what? If they break the things, what a lot of grandmas and aunts and uncles do, and parents, they'll put all the parts in a bowl by the TV set, and during a football game or whatever the kids are doing, instead of being on their phones, they oftentimes are building together. So my wife and I wanted to bring structure to kids. This is kind of like a little a mission from God we're on. We're trying to like make the world a better place, okay? And we think that kids need to get off their devices a little bit and playing with their hands again and playing with each other again.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. It's so great. And we talk about kids, you know, but Lux Blocks aren't necessarily for kids. While they are for little kids and big kids, depending on what you get, they can be for adults too. I mean, when you talked about, you know, putting them all in a bowl or something like that, I could see that in a very grown-up environment.
Oh, they're in boardrooms. Yeah, Sitka Salmon, the people over that make that fake leather in Peoria, that's in their boardroom too. So it's in boardrooms all over the country, and we're in countries like, we're popular in Japan, we're a lot of Japanese kindergartens, we're popular in Sweden and Finland. So yeah, it's catching on, and people are finding out that this is kind of a meditative philosophical toy, because when you play with it, it's just like what kids always say is, this is so satisfying. It's strangely satisfying. It's like, what am I looking at here? What is this? And that's what we want kids to be thinking. It's like,
I know, I'm playing with this one here right now.
They're contagious.
Together. It's very cool. And again, you mentioned classrooms, they're using it overseas, but there's plenty of ways that teachers right here at home can be using these in classrooms. You've got a lot of really cool information on your website.
Yeah, we have curriculum. We're about a half of our business now is in schools.
Wow, well, I just love that. Well, again, Lux Blocks, they're made right here in the Quad Cities area in Galesburg. Amazing team, husband and wife team.
If you're in Galesburg, come and visit us. We're always open in the morning, Monday through Friday. You can talk to Corey.
That's
and
great.
I just want to tell you guys, we have an amazing sale going on. We have a it's basically Black Friday week. It started today. 30% off, luxblocks.com, luxblocks.com, all the way to December 1st.
That's great. And we have that on the screen right now.
Oh, great. Okay.
Just different promotions and things like that for anybody watching. 20% off until Christmas Day. So just go to the website, luxblocks.com, and use that promo code. Mike, always a pleasure having you on the show.
Nice to meet you.
Love to see your passion and everything that you guys have accomplished.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, absolutely. And speaking of Christmas, it is time to deck the downtowns. Learn more about this fun initiative involving more than 100 Quad Cities businesses. Next.
QC, that's where we work best when we're together. QC, that's where is brought to you by a partnership with the Quad Cities Chamber and Visit Quad Cities.
QC, that's where. It's where 3 Quad Cities communities are collaborating once again to make this holiday season merry and bright. Deck the Downtowns is officially underway. And here to tell us all about it is Kyle Carter, the Executive Director of the Downtown Davenport Partnership. Kyle, thanks for being here.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Christmas Kyle.
Yeah, yes, officially, this is the weekend.
Yes, it starts right now. Okay, Deck the Downtowns. I remember when we had Alicia on the show a couple of years ago, really talking about the start of this. It's been going on now for a few years. Tell us a little bit more about the goal of this initiative.
Yeah, well, we really just want people to remember that if you want to shop local, it's a really easy decision. Just shop downtown.
Yes.
It's like a default answer to that. And we have over 100 small businesses involved now. It's awesome.
Which is incredible. It keeps growing year after year because I think more and more, well, first of all, we like to see more and more small businesses that are opening up and businesses that are growing, but they're realizing how much fun it is to take part.
It's just more fun.
Yes, it does. So it involves multiple Quad Cities communities, as you mentioned, more than 100 businesses. So let's go over some of the different events that are part of this, starting with the Holiday Display Challenge.
Yeah, we really wanted our retailers to bring back that piece of history that everyone always loves, which is those activated windows, and we've employed tons of different artists, dozens of artists to do that. And so people can vote on their favorite. Okay, so and we know at least 80 businesses right now, and we're seeing some photos from years past, but at least 80 businesses are participating in this. As Kyle mentioned, local artists are hired to paint these. I've already seen some of those businesses kind of posting their outcomes on social media, and they look fabulous. I think Tiffany Cannon from Oh So Sweet has an actual painting of herself on her window, and it honestly looks just like her. It's great. And then people can they can vote for their favorites as part of this. Yeah, it's all on our website, Downtown Davenport, and all of the other websites as well. It's not just Davenport, Rock Island, Bettendorf. It's bigger than just us. Yes, everybody is involved in that one. There's also ornament hunts happening in both Davenport and Rock Island. So tell us a little bit about this. This one I really love because it gets people moving around. Yeah, I think in Davenport we have the pickle hunt, and we're doing the train hunt in Rock Island.
Okay.
And it's just an opportunity for people to basically do a scavenger hunt through small businesses, and then at the end of it, be rewarded with an ornament of their own.
Okay, so in Davenport, it's the German influence, right? The pickle.
Yeah, everybody always wonders where that
yes,
came
they've
from.
got you got the pickle. I have the pickle on my tree that I got, so once you find 10 of them, I believe at different establishments, you can get a prize, which can be your very own pickle ornament. But then you can also be entered into winning a big grand prize. It's just a lot of fun. So that's the one in Davenport again, and there's the train one that's happening in Rock Island. Do both, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yes,
do both. So there was already a celebration this week. We covered it on the news. Arts Alley in downtown Rock Island. This really kicked off Deck the Downtowns. They had a tree lighting. So talk a little bit about Arts Alley and what this really is not going to just mean for Rock Island, but for the Quad
this is a big regional goal. It is really kickstarting Rock Island in downtown again, and having that grant come through last year. It's all built now. You have a beautiful facility there. You have the small retail spaces for pop-up stuff. They're doing holiday events all weekend, every weekend up through Christmas. And so it's just nice to see that come alive. And then the overhead lights are going to be done here soon too.
Yeah, it's incredibly beautiful. It's an awesome space, and there's going to be tons of just different things for vendors there, which is going to be huge for downtown Rock Island. We love to see it. Another special event, Deck the Downtown's Cookie Crawl. So if you are planning on going to the parade tomorrow, and I certainly hope that everybody does, because I will be out there freezing, so come and join me. This is something that you can do after this cookie crawl.
Yeah, so this is a brand new one where we're working with like Cookies and Dreams and Blue Spruce and all of our people to basically have cookie samples spread throughout all the retailers downtown. Nice. Just another reason to explore once the parade is over and just engage in a different way, and it should be fun. I mean, what kid's not going to be happy about that?
Yeah, not a single one. And then this is really exciting. So there's a tree lighting that's happening tomorrow evening.
Yes, also the first time we've ever done the Davenport tree lighting on the day of the festival.
Yeah.
And so the mayor has been really supportive of this. This is now an official city event as of this year for the first time. It's a permanent city event. And DDP helped kick that off years ago, and we're glad to see it become like an official tradition.
Yes, this is great. So everybody, tomorrow's just a big day. We've got the parade, the Festival of Trees parade, Festival of Trees kicking off, and we're going to light the tree on K Square in downtown Davenport. Very cool. It's a 20-foot tree, and it should be something special to be a part of. And I want to go back to Arts Alley really quick as well, because Holiday Market starts next weekend. So from what I understand, there's going to be 4 weekends, and it's kind of going to be like a Christmas market every weekend.
Yeah, and so there's a weekend with a petting zoo, there's one with Santa, there's one with a train that kids can ride. Jack and the crew did a really good job programming that space, and so it'll be very active all through the holidays. You
can do your shopping and all of that. And speaking of lighting trees, so a blessing tree lighting in Be the Light Park. So this is Gilda's Club. You may remember we had Gilda's on not too long ago talking about doing this. So this is going to be Tuesday, December 3rd in downtown Bettendorf, and this is going to have carolers. It's going to have cookies and cocoa. It's just another opportunity to kind of get in the holiday spirit. So the information for that is on the bottom of your screen. I cannot let you go without talking about horse-drawn wagon rides.
Yeah, that's coming later in December around the time of Christkindl Market. We've never done that in downtown Davenport before, so we're pretty stoked about that.
I cannot wait. I'm taking Darby to the Nutcracker, and so we're going to hop out and we're going to try and get one of those.
We're trying to be better about stacking that stuff together so that people can really engage all at once.
Yeah, there are just too many fun things that are happening. Deck the Downtowns, though, is officially underway. There's just going to be a whole lot of fun. All of it really starting tomorrow with the Festival of Trees Parade. But if you have any questions, you're looking for any information about any event that's going on, we've got the websites for each of the participating downtowns right there on your screen. Kyle Carter, thank you so much for
thank you for having me.
You know a lot about a lot of stuff that we talked about today.
There's so much. I mean, and then of course Moline has all their stuff going on.
Yes.
The list is really long.
It is endless. Bottom line, though, support our community in any way you can. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Absolutely. More festive fun is on the way in our next half hour of Quad Cities Live, including a visit from Wide River Winery for a look at some incredible holiday promotions. Excited for that. And we're going to check back in with Kyle Dickens, who is giving us a live live look at one of the area's most anticipated new businesses, Books and Meows. And with so many headed out to enjoy the Festival of Trees parade tomorrow morning, we are wondering how much to bundle up. Chief Meteorologist Eric Maitland has your weekend forecast next.
And now your first alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist Eric Maitland.
Well, unfortunately, the clouds from the system yesterday just never moved out today. We're expecting now this system to move out a little farther to the east tomorrow, which will mean increasing sun during our Saturday afternoon. Saturday morning for the parade, probably more cloudy, but that will actually be beneficial in terms of our temperatures. It will keep things a little bit milder. And as we take a look out from our KWQC sky view shot toward the Mississippi River, you can see there are clouds everywhere. So our 24-hour forecast, well, we get those temperatures dropping to the mid-30s later this evening, and then they just kind of stay there steady. Tomorrow, once we start chipping away at the cloud cover toward the late morning hours and then into the afternoon, that's when temperatures will start to rise a little bit. Looking for temperatures into the 40s, mid-40s, then a little bit better on Sunday. So yeah, there you see it. Not only do we have clouds from that system to our east that are overhead and just kind of stuck right now, but even when we start to get these clouds out of here tomorrow, and it's going to be a long process, there are still clouds coming off of another stronger system in the Pacific Northwest that will continue to dance through our skies, not only during Saturday but Sunday as well. As a matter of fact, Sunday, that next system gets a little closer, so that will probably start clouding us up. So the overall picture for the weekend, a lot of clouds, little sun here and there. Better chance to see that sun for tomorrow. And here, as we look at tomorrow morning, because we've got those clouds, we'll keep temperatures in the mid-30s overnight. That means we'll be at about 36 at 10 o'clock. That's when the Festival of Trees holiday parade begins. West winds at 5, so no real wind chill here. And we'll be up to the upper 30s by 11. And after 11, say noon, 1, 2 p.m., that's when the sun will really start to increase. Winds right now from the northwest at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Look at our wind chills, upper 20s to low 30s, mainly low 30s for most of us. And our air temperatures only topping off around the 40-degree mark today with a lot of mid and upper 30s around. There are the clouds through the evening and through much of the night. As a matter of fact, it won't be until tomorrow afternoon that we start to notice some breaks in those clouds. And then things get much brighter as we go through our Saturday afternoon. But of course, by 7, you see it here, clear skies will be past sunset. So it won't be that bright tomorrow. And as we get into Saturday night and Sunday, here come more clouds, especially Sunday. And Sunday, there could be some sprinkles around, especially off to our south. Monday, though, we'll have that rain to our east and also system to our north. If they connect, we can't rule out a sprinkle, light rain shower, or even a snowflake around here on Monday. And that you'll see in our 7-day forecast. Highs tomorrow, mid-40s, mid-50s on Sunday. So despite more clouds, it will be the nicer of the 2 weekend days. There's that slim chance of rain or snow. This time of year, models have a real tough time determining exactly when we're going to get anything. We might get a little bit more sun Tuesday with a high of 38, and then we get into Thanksgiving with temperatures in the upper, then mid-30s with mostly cloudy skies. And we can't rule out another system toward the tail end of next week. So that might impact travel. Of course, we'll have more on that the closer we get. Morgan?
Yes. Oh, you ready to bundle up tomorrow morning?
I am ready, yes. Actually, this is not as bad as it was 2 years ago.
I remember.
And last year we got a little sun. Maybe we can break up those clouds a little early tomorrow morning and get some of that back.
Yeah, I'm hopeful.
Yeah,
all
me
right.
too.
Eric, thank you.
Yep.
Up next on QCL, a visit from Wide River Winery for a look at the variety of options available for your Thanksgiving feast or holiday gathering.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
The biggest wine sales day of the year is coming up next week. Maybe you could guess it. Yes, it is the day before Thanksgiving. So you're going to want to make a trip to one of Wide River Winery's 3 locations to stock up. Liz Quinn is joining us from Wide River today. Liz, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me on.
Yes, I'm super excited to get to everything. Wide River has been such a part of the community for so long. For anybody that doesn't know the backstory, kind of give us a little history there, because this was started by your mother.
Yes, started by my mom.
Wow.
And she's still very active and makes all of our wine.
That's great.
Yes. Her name is Dorothy O'Brien, and she's actually still a practicing attorney, and so a lot of the wine names have legal plays on words.
I was wondering about
Yes.
that. It sounds like an amazing woman.
Yeah, she is.
And yes, we will name some of the wines for you right now. So Wide River, it has actually 3 locations at this point.
Yes, so our vineyard and winery is in Clinton, just north of town. And when you drive in there, it's like driving into the forest. Really a nice escape for the day.
Yeah.
Beautiful view of the Mississippi River, and that's where we get our name.
Oh.
It's 5 miles across to Illinois.
It's a wide part of the river.
Yes, yes, very wide.
Very cool.
And then we have our location in LeClaire, which is very, very popular.
Yes.
Right on Cody Road there. And then our third location is in the village of East Davenport, which is a
And we
cute
were just
building.
talking about that before we started the segment. I love that spot. I love that location. If you haven't been there, it's like you're perched in a tree house. It's like this giant wraparound deck, and then the other side is like this beautiful patio. There's just plenty of outdoor space for people. So it is really, really great. And talk about the wines themselves, because you really do have a wonderful range
Yes.
from sweet to dry, reds, whites, everything.
Yes, exactly. So, you know, Iowa wines sometimes get the reputation that all we do is sweet wine.
Right.
And we do really pride ourselves on doing both at both ends of the spectrum.
Awesome.
We have, for example, Cody Road Felony is sort of a higher end red wine. It doesn't have any sugar in it, no residual sugar.
We love that.
Yes. And I know that you
try
like
it.
this. It's red wine season, a little chilly out there.
It is red wine season. We made that transition.
Yes, and this is actually aged in bourbon barrels that we get from the distillery in LeClaire.
Really?
Mississippi River Distilling Company. Yes, we love those guys.
Yes,
So
we love them too. This is great.
Yeah, thank you.
You were right. She asked me what kind of wine that I like before, and you nailed it. This is the Cody Road Felony.
Yes.
See the legal terms. I love that. Cody Road Felony. Okay, yeah. So talk a little bit about some of the others, because even though Iowa may have a reputation or a Midwest wines for being sweet, a lot of people like that, and that's okay.
Yes. Oh, yeah. In fact, you know, people who like sweet wine have more taste buds.
There you go.
Little fun fact.
Good
So
for
yeah,
you
you should be
guys.
proud of that. So our biggest seller is called Mary Berry.
Okay.
And this is a cranberry wine that was blended with grapes as well. It's our biggest seller. It's great with turkey.
I
as you can
was going to say
imagine.
that's a good one for the holidays.
Yes, and even kind of the serious dry wine drinkers, they will like a little glass of Mary Berry with their turkey.
I would definitely like to try that. Yes. So you have a lot of different promotions going on as well.
Yes.
Right now, well, we already talked about how next week, Wednesday, is a really big wine sales day, you know, across the board. But we want people to come to Wide River and try some of these incredible wines, because they are created right here in the QCA, which is so special. So talk about some things that you have going on for that.
Yes, so you can get 25% off if you buy 12 bottles or more.
Well, we are doing that, of course, buy in bulk.
Yeah, and wine has a very long shelf life, obviously.
Yes.
Or dry reds you can keep for years.
Yeah.
So, yeah, stock up. It makes a great hostess gift. And, you know, buying local, it really does matter.
It does.
And if you can buy local and support our local business, it helps us we employ 30 Iowans and Illinoisans in our business.
Yeah.
Yeah, we take pride in that, and developing our service.
Well, that and, you know, anytime that I've been in, you know, if you have any questions about any of these wines, I mean, you know, everybody that works with you, they all know the backstory. They all know, you know, everything there is to know about the family and the wines and how they got the names and what you're going to like. I mean, they're there. They want to help you.
Yes.
It's a very neighborly business. And you're also going to be making an announcement I should say next week, about Black Friday and Small Business Saturday. So how can we make sure that we don't miss that?
Yes. So we're not going to tell you yet.
No, that's okay.
But on Thanksgiving, we will be sending out our newsletter that will reveal our big Black Friday Small Business Saturday sale.
Amazing.
And if you want to sign up for that newsletter, go to wideriverwinery.com and just add in your email address, and you'll get the announcement.
You'll get the announcement immediately. And I should say, while we have the website up right now, because I was kind of clicking around on there today, you have a wine club.
Yes. Thank you,
People
Morgan.
can join a wine club with you.
Yes, and it has great benefits too. It's no fee to sign up for our wine club, and then every 3 months we will make 3 wines available to you at a 20% discount.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Okay, that is awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming here today and showing off all your beautiful wines and pouring me a glass. I have to say this was fabulous.
Happy Friday.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes, it is Friday. It is time for a glass of wine, right? Liz, we really appreciate you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Morgan.
Yes, of course. Still to come on QCL, we're going to check back in with Kyle Dickens, who is giving us a live look at the new Books and Meows Lounge in Davenport. That plus our wins of the week next.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
There is a new spot to lounge in Davenport, whether you want to read a book or get a little work done away from the office. TV6's Kyle Dickens is joining us live from Books and Meows. And Kyle, anybody who stops by will have plenty of company, as we see here.
Yeah, this is my new pal here. We've been having a good time. Garlic Parmesan is this cat's name, but we got several cats here that are up for adoption. That's the big thing. These are adoptable cats from the Humane Society of Scott County, but you get to interact with them. They're a lot of fun, and that's what's fun. So you get to interact with the cats, then also read some books and just relax. There's been a lot of people coming in and out here in the short time that we've been here. But what an exciting thing. It's a neat concept, and there's, of course, nothing like this here anywhere, not just in the Quad Cities, but the TV6 viewing area. So they've got several of these rooms, some of them somewhat private, so if you wanted to shut the door and spend some time with the cat, you certainly could. We got some merchandise for sale, and we're bringing Nicole here because this is exciting for you, because this is not only something that it has a good cause, but this is kind of a passion thing for you as well. You like cats, so...
I do like cats. I like all animals. My kids like animals. My kids love coming here, taking care of the cats. So I think that's really important too, like teaching kids, how to take care of animals and responsibility.
Yeah, absolutely. And so a couple things. You just opened, and things have been going pretty well for you since?
Yes.
Yes, awesome. And right now, hours-wise, still trying to figure that out, but you've got reservations available. That's the best way for people to reserve a time and come step by. How do they do that?
So it's on our website, and it's also posted on our Facebook, the link to sign up on the website.
Yeah, make it easy. So that's pretty easy to do. And what we talked about earlier, I'm excited for you guys for this too. Birthday parties. You got a birthday party happening here tonight.
Yep, we have our first birthday party tonight. So hopefully, we'll be able to offer more things like that.
That's awesome. So right now, 5 cats are out here ready for their next home, all thanks to the Humane Society of Scott County, or on behalf of the Humane Society of Scott County. So all it is a $10 donation to get in here. So it's conveniently located here, just right near Dahlford and on the north side of Kimberly here in Davenport. But come check it out. They've got a lot to offer out here. And of course, there are the cats that you could play with. And I know, Eric Maitland, you are probably pretty jealous of my assignment here. I think you need to stop out here and get Rupert a new friend.
Yeah, I'm extremely jealous. I would like to think that since my neighbors and family call me the cat whisperer, I could go there and walk home with all the cats just whisperer. Following
there
me.
You go. All right.
Yeah. There you go. Give the scruff of the neck of Parmesan, garlic and Parmesan there a little rub for me. All right, weather-wise. Cloudy.
We'll do.
Cloudy skies tonight. A cat would certainly brighten up your night and day tomorrow, because after mid-30s for lows, we'll be back to clouds at least early tomorrow, the high of 45. In the afternoon, after the holiday helium balloon parade, where Morgan and I will be chilling out, literally and figuratively, it will get a little bit more sunny. And after that, we'll see 50s for Sunday, cooling weather next week.
Okay. Well, you know what? Hopefully the parade is our win of the weekend on Monday.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
And I guarantee you, this is your first time sitting there hosting with me.
Nervous,
It will be the most fun you've had in a long time.
Oh, good. Well,
despite the weather.
I'm glad to hear that. Okay, well, it is now time for our wins of the week, where we celebrate something good that happened this week. Let's start with you.
Okay, well, we go back last Friday. I said it was a win that was about to happen Friday night.
Yes.
My daughters and I got together, and it couldn't have been more fun. We ended up at Analog in Moline. It was so fun. We got together again the next night and played pool. But my younger daughter, who is there on the right, who's 25 now, was in tears saying, I can't believe how much I miss my sister, my big sister.
Oh.
And just to see them connect, because they don't get to spend a lot of time together, as suddenly becoming little kids again in an arcade and having fun that brought them to tears. For me as a dad, it almost brought me to tears.
That's
it
really
was
special.
So great. Yeah.
And that makes me emotional. My brother is on his way here right now.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to get to see my brother in about
Holiday
an
family
hour.
fun.
Holiday family fun, absolutely. I guess speaking of family fun, my win of the week is a little lame, but I got a little bit of a basement gym going on now because I know it's going to be cold and not something you want to do early in the morning. So here I am using the treadmill, and Darby is using her gym, which is her gymnastics jungle gym. There she is hanging upside down while I'm on the treadmill when we are watching Gossip Girl in the basement. So
any way you can keep an eye on her while you're doing your exercise thing.
Exactly. She really does like to go down there, and it's one of those really old house basements where it's like cement floors, lots of spiders, but she seems to have a good time.
Yeah, now she's got to choose dance or gymnastics, or both, I guess.
Yeah, she's still doing both. So I guess that's my win of the week, getting that all worked out. It'll be easier to, get a little exercise. But yeah, absolutely. Well, we hope everybody can join us tomorrow for the Festival of Trees Holiday Parade. We know Sharon's going to be out there walking in the parade as she always does.
And if you can't, it's right here on TV6 at 10 a.m.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Your local news with Sharon at 4 is up next.
EWQC.com.